Did you write that? That was bomb, wasn't it?
I gotta have a little now.
You all a little shaky on the love tonight, and I told you it's after 8 o'clock. And I'm missing the Rifleman. I know most of y'all don't know who that is, right? No. Big Valley. Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I like Westerns. Okay. All right, folks. The history of the N-word. It was first recorded in 1587 as nigger. N-E-G-A-R. John Rolfe recorded in his journal the first shipment of African slaves to Virginia in 1619. He listed them as niggers, N-E-G-A-R-S. During enslavement, the word nigger was inserted in front of a slave's name to distinguish him from any white man who had the same name, such as Nigger John. Nigger in the wrong mouth becomes a weapon. It can sometimes be a call to arms. Nigger has different meanings. In African Americans, we can denote it as a word of affection, camaraderie, power, or disdain. It's used to illustrate truth, affect social awareness, and even change. Who used to use the word nigger? Lots of people. Used and abused it in the courts. Judges, prosecutors, defense attorneys, all used it to describe criminals, clients, even while court was in session. Now, the law and culture have changed to the extent that judges can be removed from the bench and lawyers can be disbarred for using the N-word even in the privacy of their own homes. The law is now holding employers responsible for hostile environments the N-word can create when employees use it to make reference to their colleagues who are people of color. People have even gotten fired. Are there good words, are there good uses for the word nigger? They're used by artists, musicians, authors, and academics who have utilized and examined the word for the purposes of humor, cultural awareness, and ultimately change. Nigger is destined to remain with us for many years to come. It's a reminder of the ironies, dilemmas, and the tragedies and glories of the American experience. Now, nobody seems to know exactly when the word nigger had so much influence in terms of black inferiority. No one knows why it turned out to be something so awful. Now, Hosea Easton wrote that nigger is a term employed to impose contempt on blacks as an inferior race. It flows from the fountain of purpose to injure black folks. Sometimes white folks, adults, use the word nigger to control their children's behavior. They would say things like, "You're behaving worse than a nigger. You're ignorant as niggas. No more credit than niggers. And we will carry you off. You will be carried off by an old nigger." That was kind of like the boogeyman. Nigger has seeped into practically every aspect of American culture, from literature to political debates, from cartoons to song. Throughout the 1800s and for much of the 1900s as well, writers of popular music generated countless lyrics and lampooned blacks in songs such as, "I Guess It Wasn't the Niggas," "The Nigger Gal's Dream," "Who's That Nigger Dar Peeping Over There?" Even in poetry and children's rhymes, "Teacher, teacher, don't whip me. Whip that nigger behind the tree. He stole honey, I stole money. Teacher, teacher, wasn't that funny?" Today on the internet, whole sites are devoted to nigger jokes. At KK Comedy, Central Mice Trap's Nigger Joke Center, for instance, the Nigger Ghetto Gazette contains numerous jokes, such as the following. What do niggers and sperm have in common? Anybody know? No. Only 1 in 2 million works. In other words, black folks don't work. Why do decent white folks shop at nigger yard sales? Anybody got an answer to that one? Mr. Smith, you're in my class, you're supposed to know the answer to everything. No, Carlos, don't be looking around, I'm talking to you. All right, the answer to that one, folks, is to get all their stuff back, of course, because that's because all niggas steal. Now, how do you get a nigger to commit suicide? Toss a bucket of KFC into the traffic. All black folks eat chicken. Okay, and are willing to die for chicken. How do you keep niggers out of your backyard? Hang one in the front yard. How do you stop 5 niggas from raping a white woman? Throw them a basketball. Pretty bad, yeah, I'm telling you. Now, even politicians have used the N-word. For example, reacting to the news that Booker T. Washington had dined at the White House, Senator Benjamin Tillman of South Carolina predicted, and I quote, "The action of President Roosevelt in entertaining that nigger will necessitate our killing thousands of niggers in the South before they will learn their place again." Then there was this other guy, his name, he was the Supreme Court Justice. He said, "You people who want social equality with the Negro, vote for Jones. You men who have nigger children, vote for Jones. You have a nigger wife in your backyard, vote for Jones." He's using this as part of his political campaign, as part of his literature. And then in 1938, when the majority leader of the United States Senate, Allen Barkley, placed anti-lynching legislation on the agenda, Senator James Burns of South Carolina, who would later become Vice President and Secretary of State, faulted the black NAACP official Walter White, and what he said was, "I can't do anything without talking to that nigger first." Now, in Georgia, the governor, Eugene Talmadge, in a speech, he says, "Before God, friend, the niggers will never go to a school which is white while I'm governor." Then in Mississippi, where white judges routinely ask Negro defendants, "Whose nigger are you?" Reporting a homicide, the Hattiesburg Press noted, "Only another dead nigger, that's all." Now, Supreme Court Justice James Clark McReynolds referred to Howard University as the nigger university. President Harry S. Truman called Congressman Adam Clayton Powell that damn nigger preacher. Nigger was also in the vocabulary of Vice President and President Lyndon B. Johnson. "I talked everything over with my wife," he says. "On one occasion early in my political career, I said, of course, I have a nigger maid, and I've talked my problems over with her too." A complete list of prominent whites who have referred at some point or another to blacks demeaningly as niggers would be lengthy indeed. And the list goes on, that includes Richard Nixon and a whole pile of other folks. But anyway, so that is just, just a sampling of the way the word nigger is used. And I had some other questions that I wanted to add to your list, if that's okay.